Welcome to Della Fox Checks, and this is part 3 out of 8 in my trip to San Lucas Cabo. I have the other 2 parts on my YouTube channel if you guys want to see what I did when I was in Cabo. But today it's going to be a ton of fun because we're going to go on a boat ride with a boat that is see-through. So we're going to see a ton of fishes and this is going to be exciting. So let's get going. So right now we're right here in the marina. Como pueden ver, there's a lot of boats. And we're here because we're about to do a cool adventure where we're going to get on a boat. And the boat is see-through. So we're gonna be driving in the ocean on the boat, and the boat's gonna be all see-through, which should be fun. We'll be able to see any fishes or anything like that, so pretty excited for that one. Woo! And the name of the company that we used today was called Enva Tours, and they're the only ones that have a clear see-through boat so that you can go out and have a good time in it. There's other companies that have a boat and it just has a square in the middle so that you can see in the bottom. But the cool thing about this company is that their boat is completely 100% all see-through, and that's what we wanted to get on, right? So if you're looking for that, make sure you guys get this company, because if you get a different one, you're not gonna get a boat that is 100% see-through, right? So that was one of the things that we discovered. So make sure that you guys get the see-through boat because I really liked it. And right now we're actually getting ready to get on the see-through boat, but we actually have to make line. They did tell us that we're allowed to bring 1 alcoholic drink per person. So I went to the liquor store and I bought a 6-pack, right? But honestly, you probably could have brought more because it's not like they were checking you to just have like 1 drink. But I mean, I still brought extra in my backpack, right? Just in case I needed it. And it's time to get on the see-through boat. And right here, this is actually the marina part of Cabo. This is the part of Cabo that everyone should come to. This is basically the marina where people keep their boats, and there's a bunch of restaurants here, clubs and bars, right? So this is kind of like the heart of Cabo where people come to have a good time. It's considered like the downtown area, right? I guess you could say. And it's awesome, right? One of the cool things about this place is that there's restaurants right by the bay, right? So you're able to eat and enjoy the boats, enjoy the water and all that other good stuff. The only thing that sucks is that when you're walking down like the side of the marina, people just keep haggling you to buy food from their restaurant, or they're trying to sell you stuff. So I mean, all you gotta do is tell people to just, you know, move away, or you know, you're not interested or whatever. But I mean, it's the way it is, you know. They're trying to make their living too, they're trying to make some money. But right now we're getting into the marina. I'm super excited. It's actually been a while since I got on a boat ride, so I'm really happy. And right here, they're actually dividing us up. I think they were putting 10 people per boat, just so that the boat could be stable and that, you know, it doesn't tip over or anything like that, right? So we actually got on the last boat today because we were the last group to be seated. But that's fine because we actually had the best boat driver and the best tour guide. So we're finally on the boat right now. They just gave me my life vest in case something happens. I'm saved. Everyone already put it on. Like, I got this girl, this guy. We're ready for the trip. It should be exciting.
YouTube.
What is it? What is it? Oh shoot! And everyone in Cabo is so friendly. Like, look at the garbage man. He is saying hi to us. I wonder where they're taking all that garbage. I really hope they are not throwing it in the middle of the ocean, because that would really suck.
Mi nombre es Tatiana y seré su guía el día de hoy. Okay, family, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Enva Tours. My name is Tatiana. I'm ready to be your guide today. Okay, we have 3 rules in this boat. Tenemos 3 reglas en este bote, amigos, por favor. Your mask on all the time. Tu mascarilla todo el tiempo, por favor. Your life jacket, please, all the time. Tus chalecos salvavidas en todo momento. Y también mantener tu asiento por el balance del bote. Please to keep your seat for the balance of the boat. Okay, amigos, claro.
Ah, eso es so crazy. Mira la agua.
Perfecto, amigos. Por favor, me gustaría presentar a la persona más importante de la embarcación, que es el capi. Okay, friends, I would like to introduce my captain. Please welcome the captain.
Woo! Hey, hey, hey.
Hola, hello guys, welcome aboard.
Perfecto, familia. Me gustaría comenzar preguntando de dónde nos invitan. Where are you guys coming from? ¿Por aquí?
Texas.
Texas. Aplausos para Texas, familia.
Texas. Woo!
¿Por aquí, familia? Colombia es mi parcera.
Oh, okay, okay.
Por aquí Los Ángeles, aplausos. Por aquí, por aquí, por aquí.
Primera vez, sí, primera vez. Yo no salgo de mi casa.
Es una zona artificial, fue creada por el gobierno.
And I could tell the boat ride was gonna be a ton of fun because the tour guide started by breaking the ice, started by introducing herself, the driver of the boat, and then started asking us where we're from, right? Everyone got a chance to say where they were from, and then she started telling us some history about the marina. She started telling us how much it cost to build it, how long it took them to build it, like what place the marina was in as far as like the cost to build, like so many interesting facts that she was telling us while we were leaving the bay, which I thought was awesome, right? Just to kind of like break the ice, get people comfortable, get people talking, get people excited. So I really like this. You really have to have a personality to do something like what she's doing, right? I had been on boat rides before, but I had never been on a boat ride like this one. I really liked it. I really liked how personal it was, right? Usually when I get on a boat ride, it's like in a big boat. You never even meet your tour guide. You never even meet who's driving the boat. But right here, I really like that it was intimate, right? You knew who was driving. You knew your tour guide. You were up close and personal to the water, right? So literally you could put your hand outside of the boat and touch the water, which I thought was awesome. I almost felt like I was gonna tip over. I don't know, I had never been this close to the water, which I thought was awesome. And of course, I gotta crack the beers open, you guys. That's why we came, right? That's why I brought my 6-pack of beer. And over here, they were actually telling us that that building over there was where they used to catch, I believe it was tuna fish or fish, and they used to send it to the soldiers that were in like World War II or something like that, right? So again, just giving us some facts about Cabo and some interesting things that I didn't know about, but now I do because I took the trip. So this is why it's a good idea to go on these things, right? Because not only do you get to enjoy the scenery, but you get to learn something new. And of course, if you have a little bit more money, you can rent your own boat like this one over here. These people rented that boat, and that boat is for snorkeling, right? So if you want to jump into the water and swim, then you have to rent your own private boat, which is not too expensive, right? If you bring a group of friends, you can all pitch in. And take a look at the scenery, you guys. Honestly, take the boat trip just for the scenery. Look at this mountain, look at this rock. We learned so much about it. So one thing we learned from the tour guide is that if you take a look at the rock and you see that it's a little brown, it's because it actually has granite. So this mountain right here has granite on it. They also told us that like a long time ago, this part was actually submerged in water, right? So there was a point in time where this mountain, this rock was underwater. But of course the water has gone down, which is the reason why we are here right now and we could see the mountain. So again, I thought that was interesting, right? You learn interesting things about Cabo. And they also told us that this rock, this particular section where we were at, is under the San Andreas Fault. And I was just like, wow, that's trippy, because I live in LA and the San Andreas Fault goes all the way up there, which is like what, more than 1,000 miles away. So I thought that was crazy, and it just shows you how connected the world is. And look at the seagulls right here. I believe they're seagulls, I don't know, but they were just chilling in the water, you guys. Must be awesome to be them. And one of the reasons why we rented this boat was because we wanted to see the fishes on the bottom, right? We wanted the see-through boat because we wanted to see the aquatic animals that are in the ocean, right? So right here, we're seeing all the fishes, you guys. And take a look at this. This is so cool, you guys. I've never been on a boat ride like this, like I had told you guys, but it's so cool to be able to see the fishes through the boat, because you never get to experience this, right? You can see fishes in an aquarium and like that, but it's not the same as like a see-through boat. And look at the water color, you guys. Look at the color of the water. It's so nice, so clean, and you can tell because you can see through the water, right? Like, it's not dark, it's not gloomy. You can see the fishes in the bottom swimming. So I thought that was really amazing, you guys. Like, the boat trip was awesome. I loved it. We got to see the birds, we got to see the wildlife, we got to see the little fishes. And the host told us a little joke. She said that they're Mexican fishes because they don't have a green card, and everyone was cracking up. Again, like I told you guys, Tatiana was awesome. She was our tour guide for today. If you guys go to Cabo, you guys better request her because she was cool. And there was a lot of other boats here because there was more tourists, right? So everyone wants to come to this part of the water because there's these famous rocks that are known as the arches, right? That are famous for Cabo. And I just love the scenery, you guys. This trip was so awesome. Like I had mentioned in my other videos, it was a little humid. So when you were out in the ocean, it wasn't humid anymore. It was nice, fresh, and cool. And that was one thing that I loved, right? Not only was I drinking my beers and having a great time, I was cool. So I really love the weather when you're in the boat, right? And over here, some people were swimming in the water and they were trying to come close to the sea lion. because apparently sea lions don't bite you and they don't attack you. That's what the tour guide said. So I guess sea lions in Cabo are friendly, right? And these people right here were trying to touch it, we're trying to catch up to it, but that sea lion just, you know, it just swims too quick, so it wasn't gonna happen. He disappeared into the water and they were sad. And really quickly, they were telling us that on this side of the mountain, of the rocks, this is called Lover's Beach, and the reason it's called Lover's Beach is because you can actually get into the water, you can actually swim on this side, right? But you can't on the other side. The other side of the rock of the mountain is called Divorce Beach, and the reason it's called like that is because that side is where the Pacific Ocean is at, and the water is violent, and you cannot swim there, because if you try to swim in there, the current is gonna pull you into the ocean, and you will not be able to get back out. Alright, you guys, I got a little activity for you. Take a look at this rock and tell me what it looks like. Pause the video, put it in the comments. What does this rock look like? I'll wait. Alright, hopefully you guys left a comment. But anyway, the tour guides told us, what does this rock look like? And I was like, well, it looks like a lightning bolt, right? It looks like Thor's lightning bolt or something like that, right? And it turns out that that's a bunny. And I was like, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess. I mean, it does kind of look like a bunny, right? But that's the awesome thing about art, that it's subjective, right? One person might see one thing, one person might see another thing, and no one is wrong at the end of the day, right? And these fish right here were interesting because if you take a look at them, they have little stripes, right? So I believe that the other fish that we saw not too long ago, they were just like regular fish, but these fish had stripes. And again, this is one of the cool things about the see-through boat, was that you're able to see the fish, right? And also, I'm just showing you guys that they made us take off our shoes because they didn't want you to damage the plastic of the boat. And if you guys take a look at that boat over there, we're actually gonna go there in like 2 days. That's actually a pirate ship, and one of the cool things about that activity is that you get to ride that pirate ship. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet, all you can drink, and they do a pirate show towards the end, right? And it's also a boat ride. So we're gonna be doing that in 2 or 3 days, so that should be exciting. But over here, this are the arches that everyone comes to, right? So this is the famous part of Cabo that everybody knows. Everyone loves to take pictures of this. They sell collectibles with pictures of these rocks. And if you take a look at the water, you guys, it's really violent. Again, like I told you guys, on that side, it's actually the Pacific Ocean, and the water is very violent, right? So you cannot swim over there. And if you go over there on this boat, the water's just gonna push it because it's so strong. The current is strong. So what the boat does is that they park right here, and then everyone gets to take pictures right there with the rock in the background, right? The famous arches that everyone comes to. Everyone gets to take a turn. They do have a professional photographer that takes a bunch of pictures of you while you're on the boat, but you're also able to take your own pictures with your phone or camera, right? But if you go, just pose for the pictures so that the professional photographer can take them for you. Take a bunch of them because they do sell them to you in a bundle at a discount. So if you're gonna get the pictures, make sure you take awesome pictures that you're gonna like, especially if you're planning on paying for them. I took pictures with my camera and my phone, but they did not come out as good as the pictures that they take with the professional camera, right? Those look a lot nicer. So now that everyone is done taking pictures, we're gonna be scrolling over here to the side of the rock so we can get a better look at the mountains, right? And one of the cool things that we saw today were these sea lions. So these sea lions were basically chilling on a rock and just enjoying the cool weather and the water hitting them. And I actually started to think, I wonder what it feels like to go stand on that rock right there. Because if you guys can look at the water, like the water looks very violent. It looks like it's smacking that rock. So I wonder if the rock moves. I wonder how it feels to be on that rock. I wonder if it's comfortable. And that's the reason why the sea lions are there, right? I mean, the animals are smart just like us, and they're there for a reason. But also take a look at the rock, you guys. Imagine climbing to the top of this mountain right here. That must be one of the most awesome things ever. I actually wonder if anybody else has climbed to the top of the mountain. That would be a very interesting question to ask. And take a look at the water, you guys. Since we are getting closer to the Pacific Ocean, then the water gets a little bit more violent. It's a little bit stronger, the current, you can feel it. Especially since we are on this smaller boat, we can see the waves, we can feel the waves when they're hitting the boat, right? So it's a little bit scary, but a little bit exciting at the same time, right? Luckily, we do have our life jackets on, so if anything happens, then we will be safe, right? And here goes another sea lion chilling in the rock by himself. We just did a little small circle just so we could see how strong the current of the Pacific Ocean was, but now we're gonna be coming back, and when we were coming back, I actually noticed that on top of a mountain there was a Mexican flag up there, right? So I was like, damn, look at the Mexicans. They're claiming their territory by putting a Mexican flag on the top of the mountain. So I just thought that was pretty interesting, right? So now we're coming back and we just get to enjoy the ocean. We get to keep talking with one another, keep drinking my beers, and just enjoy Cabo, you guys, because it's really nice and beautiful. Those buildings that you guys see on the right hand side, those are actually hotels that you can stay at. This time I didn't stay on those, but I'm pretty sure that if you come to Cabo and you stay in one of those hotels, you're also going to have an awesome experience. And one of the cool things about my trip today was that when we were leaving for the boat trip, the sun was out, right? So we got to experience the sunny side of this boat trip. And now that we're coming back, we actually get to experience the sunset, right? So we actually didn't plan this out, it just kind of happened, right? So that was one of the cool things, that we got to see the sunset when we were coming back to the marina, right? And just take a look at how beautiful the water is. On the other side of where those rocks are at, there's actually where the beach is at, where people can go swim at, get in the water at. We are gonna be going over there tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And just look at the boat ride, you guys. Honestly, it's a fun experience. It just gets you away from like work, from all that other stuff. So I really loved it. If you come to Cabo, make sure that you go on this boat ride, because I loved it. I believe I only paid like $20 or $25 per person. So honestly, it was not that bad, right? And here goes the part where the tour guys are asking for tips, you guys. And if you come to Cabo, make sure that you tip anybody who's nice to you, because these people work hard to make sure that we as tourists have a good time, right? They're doing it because it's their job and they want to make money, right? But they're making sure that we have a good time. And obviously today my tour guide was amazing. I completely recommend that you guys check her out and ask for her when you come to San Lucas Cabo, if you guys ever come, right? And of course I did have to tip her because she was awesome and she put up with my lame ass jokes. And now we are at the marina and we have docked and we are getting off the boat and we are gonna continue our adventures to see what else we do. That boat trip was so freaking amazing. I loved it. So far, it's been my favorite thing to do in Cabo because we had some good pilots, a good host. Me la pasé al 100. And of course, the marina is by the downtown area of Cabo. So all the clubs, all the bars are located right here in this little area. And they're not too packed right now because, like I had told you guys, not a lot of people are traveling right now. Not a lot of people are going on vacation because of the restrictions or the fear of the virus and all that other stuff, right? So it's a little bit empty. So if you guys come, just make sure you guys go to the club or the bar that has the most people. And of course, there's a Starbucks right there because they know that Americans love Starbucks.
Hey Kevin, pero mire, güey, háblale.
Tonight,
¿Te los escapas esta noche, güey? ¿O la invitas allá, güey, con nosotros?
okay, I'm having so much fun in Cabo. I almost feel like I'm in Vegas right now because as soon as I bought these beers, ya valió madre todo. And we're about to pay for parking right now. Cóbrenle, cóbrenle. And this time that I came to Cabo, I actually did not go clubbing. I'm a little disappointed because I love clubbing, I love drinking, and I love the night scene. But this time I didn't do it, and it's because, you know, I was in Cabo, I'm on vacation, I can go clubbing in LA whenever I want to. That's actually what I do every single weekend, right? I go out to party. So I don't really need to do that when I go to Cabo. Uber, mira, él trae su novia a trabajar. Su novia está trabajando, mira, con él. That is true love. Your girl comes to work with you, look. Una como esa, por favor. But of course, I did want to pass through the downtown area at night because I wanted to show you guys how life is at night, right? Cabo changes so much at nighttime because all the lights turn on, right? And it looks a lot nicer. Honestly, I like Cabo during the night because of course all the bars, all the clubs have all the elegant lights. You hear the music and it's something different from the daytime, right? But it's already nighttime, it's getting dark, and it's time to go back to the room and make that barbecue that I told you guys we were gonna do. Yeah, this is a cool thing about Mexico, that look, someone puts gas for you. They're gonna put gas for us. How awesome is that? So right now we put gas, and I just became friends with the person from the gas station. We even took a picture. That fool was so cool. I wish more people were like that in Cabo. Hey.
I'm driving, so.
She doesn't want to drink. She doesn't want to drink. She's whack. But she's a DT, so it's okay. Se le perdona.
Okay, now.
And we are going back to the Airbnb because we got some carne asada waiting for us. The pool is waiting for us. And this is where our Airbnb is at. And we're actually going to pass by the mountainside where you can see all of Cabo. Take a look at this, you guys. So we actually saw Cabo, this same section, this same part during the first part of my 8-part series of Cabo, right? So now look at it at nighttime, you guys. It looks so different from the daytime to the nighttime, and it's so awesome at night, you guys. It's a completely different view, and like I told you guys, to get into Pueblo Bonito, they do have 3 different security gates, so not just anybody could come in here. So I thought this was pretty awesome, and just to make people feel secure, like residents as also people who are tourists like us, right? But right now we're getting in here, and one of the things that just sucked about this place was that they didn't have any street lights, right? It was really private, really dark, but good thing we have the headlights of the car, and this is where we stayed at today. So it's called Pueblo Bonito, and then there's like a colonia, or like the zip code is Copala, right? Which is like a little section within the compound that I told you guys about, and it was really nice, you guys. I really did like staying here. If you guys are interested in coming to Cabo, make sure you rent your Airbnb in Pueblo Bonito. It doesn't matter what compound or which area you stay at, but Copala was really nice. Damn, so day 2 in Cabo was awesome. Day 2 in Cabo was so much fun. Like, I don't even know, like the boat trip alone was really exciting. After a long and fun day, we're finally at the Airbnb. And we bought some carne asada because we're about to grill right here. El compa Andy. This is a Hispanic tradition right here. Using the onion to clean the grill right here.
Y esto, mira, como que será.
Ay, uy. Anda con todo el compa. You guys are not gonna believe this, but we went to Walmart and I was gonna buy boats. I was gonna buy little sailboats to use right here. We went to Walmart and I forgot to buy the boats. I was gonna buy some toy boats to play right here. This is the pool at nighttime. It's really nice right here. Like this is peace and quiet. Like, you know, when you work in the USA, you work really hard. Honestly, people just work. So it's kind of nice to have a little vacation away from work and all that other good stuff. I'm really hungry. I drank a lot. So.
You know what? The heat is too high right now.
Yeah. And of course, we had a lot of fun today. Today was the first day that we did a fun activity and we just loved it. So we got back to the room and we were super hungry, right? We had drank all day today during the boat ride, after the boat ride, before the boat ride. Today there was a lot of alcohol in my system and I was really hungry, right? So now we got the carne asada right here. We're cooking it up. We are enjoying the little pool area that we had right here in the Airbnb. And then we're gonna go to sleep because tomorrow is another fun-filled day. And if you enjoyed my video, please do me a huge favor and hit that delicious like button down below. Also, if you think I'm an amazing guy and you want to follow my trips, my adventures around LA, make sure to subscribe. I'm posting new videos every single week showing you guys what I do when I'm not working. Today was so amazing, so much fun. I had a ton of fun on the boat ride. Enva Tours gets a 5 out of 5 because I love the see-through boat, the experience, the tour guide. Everything was awesome. Seeing the mountains, the rocks, the water, the sea lions, the seagulls. There's just so much to do on a little boat trip that was only an hour and a half or 2, but it was a ton of fun. I loved it, you guys. So far, day 2 in Cabo was amazing, and I can't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow, I believe we're going camelback riding. We're gonna go check out some ATVs. We're gonna go eat and much, much more. So stay tuned for part 4 out of 8 of my Cabo adventure. This was Bella Fox Checks, and I approve of day 2 in Cabo.